Bob is shopping for his favorite rom-com movie on Target.com. He finds it, orders it, and can't wait to cozy up with a bowl of chocolate ice cream to watch it. A few hours later, while surfing the internet wave, Bob notices an unusually high number of Target advertisements crowding the sites he visits. Bob is confused. Bob wants answers. Had Target been secretly spying on his online activity? How would they be going about that anyhow? What Bob, like his fellow tech users, has become victim to is something called psychographics. Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the study and classification of members of a community according to their attitudes and aspirations. More specifically, in a technological context, it's the study of consumers based on their activities, interests, and opinions, or AIOs. It's a cognitive approach to modern marketing, whereas demographics are much more general categorizations, such as age, occupation, and income. Psychographics allow marketers into the minds of their consumers. And according to several studies, it's proven extremely effective. In one 2009 experiment, it was found that psychographically informed behavioral targeting increased click rates by 670%. The 2016 Cambridge Analytica Facebook scandal brought the issue of psychographics under increased public scrutiny. The political firm created highly detailed psychological profiles on thousands of citizens by obtaining user data from Facebook's online personality quiz, This Is Your Digital Life.
According to the CB Insights website, companies have several different tactics for collecting data on potential customers. These tactics include focus groups, surveys, quizzes, browser history, social media, psycholinguistic dictionaries, and third-party analytics. IBM has created a psycholinguistic tool that they have run through Twitter that associates word choice with your personality qualities. The first thing to know about psychographic use is that it is almost always anonymized to ensure the privacy of the consumer. This practice is a way that companies feel that they can ethically collect data. The ultimate goal of psychographics is to influence the decisions of a consumer, and many marketers do this by creating a profile based on the data they have already collected. According to CB Insights, the profiles are created through the collected data and looking for the cognitive attributes within. Those attributes can be things like emotions, values, and attitudes. Marketers have discovered that psychographics is a more effective way of marketing than blanket marketing. The more targeted ads are more successful. For example, Budweiser runs a lot of commercials with sports teams during their season. In this example, Budweiser is attempting to appeal to people who like baseball and even more towards people who like the A's baseball team. Budweiser uses psychographics to determine how many people they would be appealing to based on these interests. According to a USA Today article, the Colin Kaepernick ad was controversial because of his kneeling during the national anthem for police brutality against African Americans. Nike took a risk with using Colin Kaepernick, but the risk was successful because of the psychographics. Psychographics were helpful for the success here because Nike knew, based on the data, that Kaepernick meant a lot to the Black Lives Matter movement and also just to people who agreed with his view in general. There have been many questions of how ethical it is to be collecting this type of data and using the data in ways that they're being used. Facebook has recently come under fire because of an incident where the psychographic data was able to discriminate against minority races in ad targeting. There was also the incident of selling data to a third party, Cambridge Analytica. Both of these would be examples of unethical ways to use psychographics because one was used to discriminate against people and the other was collected and then was never clear about how it would be used. Now it's important to understand how the use of psychographics can directly affect us in our everyday life.
So what are the impacts psychographics can have on the lives of people? For starters, the value of creating psychographics influenced large companies such as Uber, Google, Facebook, and IBM to buy and sell data on our digital behaviors. With this digital data, marketing teams use psychographic profiles to target specific audiences, exploiting the information they have on us to create ads and promotions. This action is called micro-targeting, usually used by political campaigns. Micro-targeting is the use by political parties and election campaigns of direct marketing data mining techniques that involve predictive market segmentation. It is used by United States Republican and Democrat political parties and candidates to track individual voters and identify potential supporters. We are reaching a point where corporations are able to know more about us than we know about ourselves. That is the power of distribution of online data. Large companies can predict what people want before they want it. Although by targeting individuals rather than large demographics, online experiences can be somewhat catered to consumer personalities and values. Companies such as Netflix have already started to implement this into their streaming service. Based on individuals' interactions with videos, the website uses algorithms to personalize viewers' experiences based on consumer viewing habits. But having access to personal digital habits can be a double-edged sword. Marketing teams are able to find very specific consumers and tailor ad experiences to their interests, values, and lifestyles.
But this same information could be used to connect audiences who might be interested in sharing hateful or discriminatory information. For this and so many other reasons, it is important to know where and how our online data is being used.